Endless Space Disharmony. So, most of you who view my other videos, or they saw the Endless Space video in the review section of my playlist, this is a game that I bought, I believe, 2 months ago at this point. It's a 4X strategy game that is similar to Civilization, except it's more as a galactic scale type of thing. You're in space, you're managing planets instead of cities. That sort of thing, in a difference. We're going to start a new game here. I think we'll go... Let's go with Spiral 2. I'll have 8 empires, I'll have the medium-sized galaxy, leave it a normal age. And the guy who I actually was introduced to this game by on YouTube, he played with Sophons the first time he played around, which is sort of like a scientific isolationist type of race. That's a cool race to play with, but we're going to jump into opposite one in case he views this. This is a militaristic type of race. Military population, as you can see down here. They're an evil type of race that likes to invade people. You can see their things down here. If I hover over a couple of them, they start with isotope fabrication, which is basically a weapon type of technology. They have stuff like snipers to get some more accuracy on their fleet weapons. And death before dishonor. The hero will be injured if you retreat. If the retreat battle action is used, 40% experience though for each battle on. So there's some cool things. The only bad thing about it is that their space cadets is, you know, really bad. They're not good at scientific research. So we'll jump in with the Hishos. And we'll leave the rest of these guys in random. I'll leave it on normal difficulty because I never actually played the Hissho before, or actually never really won a normal yet with them. And we'll just start the game. Now, I'm thinking about doing a couple series for Endless Space Disharmony. I'll do with the Hissho here first, and I'll just sort of like give you a sort of ingraining experience of what it's about. The following video, though, what I plan to do is, I plan to maybe do like a Knight or Empire type of video, and I'll show up for this.
What we call barbaric ritual, the Hissho call noble tradition. What we call brutal, they call just. What we call slaughter, they call glory. The Hissho have an obsession with blood, whether offering their own or sacrificing an enemy. And whether they rule the galaxy and demand tribute from lesser nations, or die in the effort to do so, they will consider their crusade successful. For their traditions demand either your blood or theirs.
So that's just like opening cinematic that all the races have. I'll note that if you're playing this for the first time, there is a tutorial, and it's sort of helpful. I didn't really find it that helpful though. So we've pretty much already seen this, but here's like an overlay map. There's the galaxy. As you can see, it's like got a spiral type of shape to it. Just got 2 wings on it. You can have like 4 wings or 8 wings. I picked 2, and we'll start exploring around with these ships I've got here. So I start off with 2, a nest ship, which is like your colonization ship for Hissho. All these ships have different names depending on the race, and you also have a scout ship. Here's like the middle point of the galaxy. I actually want to explore in this direction first, I think, or maybe I'll go down this direction first. So let's just go in that direction. I'm going to take you and go here with you. And there's a pirate ship to begin with. Well, that's actually a cause because this exploration event. One large pirate fleet will appear on board us, so you know that's something that can happen. You know, obvious throwback to a certain game we all know. It looks like this will be like the center point, like at least down here. Sadly, this pirate ship that pops up is going to be kind of strong. I'm not looking at too much, so we're just automatically going to just go in here, tell him to retreat, and hope he doesn't get blown up by the first pirate he just, you know, met. He didn't. He just escaped. Okay, you're going to go down here, apparently. So let's send our nest ship out to explore right here. Now, depending on who you're talking to, people will say don't use your colonization ships to explore. Pirates, for one reason, be one reason not to explore, but another reason that they're slow, and if your scout ship finds something, then it'll take that much longer for them to basically move around. Another thing that I usually say is go with this on their jungle planet first, but I like to go with tech first. I like it because you want to build a lot of stuff, and depending on how, what your system looks like, if you have crappy planets like me, like Arctic and Desert, you're not going to be colonizing past 6 on your home system planets. So there's that. So we have something set up here. Let's go into our technology tree. I'll one moment. Feel like I'm about to sneeze, but I guess I'm not. Excuse me. Alright, so first thing I usually like to do is get this tech right here. It gives me like basically production improvement. Something you always want to get, mostly in all games. Civilization related. We have some heroes down here. I'm just going to dismiss these for now. We'll worry about heroes in a bit. Looks like I saw one good one in there. We'll go in here. If you have played Civilization 2 back in that day, you have yourself like a tax modifier. Once you modify how much money you get. I want to stick this up as high as it goes. Or maybe I don't. We'll put it right there. I actually want to get some tax first to get a hero. It'll make my people unhappy. Actually, right there is better because I'll get more production. That's better right now. Production is really important in the beginning. Alright, so the pirate ship's going down here, which kind of sucks. It's not the best place to put the pirate to go to, but I'm also Hissho, so I can blow him out of the sky once I get a fleet to kill him or all that. Before we do anything else, it's worth knowing that even though the Hissho start off with an advanced tech, they get these crappy ones just like all the other races. This is the same layout all the other races have. We're going to just go in here. I'm going to modify this ship. This is something you can do, by the way. Unlike in Civilization 2, where you have units that are automatically going to be the way they are for the rest of the game, I can go in here and I can like just change stuff up a little bit. So we're changing this up so I have, actually I want this. I want to have beams. And I'll put it at medium range where they're most effective. I'll put on, actually want to have deflect. And I'll turn you off because I don't want to have, well, I guess I'll have a little bit. And basically what I'm doing, I'm creating a sort of ship for the Hissho with lots of beam type weaponry because enemies at this stage, they won't have the technology to really deal with beams. I can take advantage of that. Alright, so this is just, trade-off versus that. Let's just do like that. So now I've got 7 beams, 1 connect, 5 deflect. That's a fairly decent ship, I guess. It'll blast through stuff, so apply. There's a warrior 2, that's what I can now build if I want to, and I'll use it for going against a pirate fleet when I get the chance. Let's end the turn. I think I'll play a ferry turns. That's usually a good starting point for just starting to build your empire. Okay, you go here. I got 20% production on system, so that's right there. That's fine. The scout returned. He doesn't got much left though. We're going to send him here. Now, it's worth knowing that each of these systems, it's like a yellow star. You've got right here, well, it's a bluish star, I think. This is a white sun. That's a red sun. Here's a yellow sun. And I'm just basically going over these different types of system types. Different types of system types have different types of planets that will be near them. Yellow suns like ours have a good chance of having, as you can see, there's a high probability of finding planets that require minimum research to colonize. And that's probably a good thing because I can send him up here. This nest ship, he'll go up here. And hopefully there'll be a planet for him to colonize there. Or I can get to his pro star and hopefully there'll be one there. So we'll let guys do that. I want to watch this up here, my tax rate. And I built my production, so that's out of the way. You almost made it. As you see, you have to land right in the system to find out what it has and where it leads off to. I could go at this point start doing this, but we're going to build a warrior 2 to deal with that pirate. Just one warrior 2. I'm not going to have a chance to really build a whole lot at the moment. Let's go with 2. And that'll get me what I need for my first hero. The first hero always costs 20 credits, or 20 dust in this case. There's your thing right up there. Dust is the currency in this game. There's a bit of lore behind it. I'm not going to explain it. It's just that's what the economy for this game is. Move you there. Oh, look at that. We found ourselves a Terran plant. So that's a nice plant for colonizing right away. And it's got a nice area there. So this is an optimal location to go to right away. Fatia. Great. You can start going up to this yellow sun. And we'll do this right now. We're going to go in here and we're going to purchase our first hero. I have 3 choices. This guy right here, who's a corporate commander. This guy right here, who's administrator corporate. He's probably my best guy to go after. And then there's this guy here, who's a corporate adventurer. Not a bad choice, actually. This guy's kind of okay. I mean, his wit's really low, but he has some good potential to be a great system manager or a great combat manager, depending on what I want to do with him. But we'll have this guy, hire him. We're going to go and assign you to there. He'll make it so this becomes a more productive place. Always good, right? Now, I'm going to note something. You actually carry over your industry. So if I like only require like 2 or 3 industry, or in this case, it'd probably be like 20 to complete this. I'll still have like maybe 20 left industry-wise, and I can apply that to whatever I do with it the next turn. So, not a big loss if you do it that sort of way in this game. I guess I'll actually keep it on 1, which isn't a bad thing. 1 dust per turn. Right now, my priority is basically get a lot of science, right? So, we'll do that. So I got this right now. I can do that. We'll actually come back to this in a moment. I'm going to go here, do this. There's, that popping up now. Going to have a 4th population in a moment. That's cool. We'll send both those guys there. It looks like there wasn't a colonizable planet here, though this area's cool. But we did find the Fulcrum Siphon, which is like one of the natural wonders of the world. Or it's called Endless Wonders game. That's a really cool thing. It gives 10 approval rating once you colonize the planet, and then if you unlock it, it'll give you more. The deserts themselves, they actually reduce by 10 approval, so that's like a net gain of 0, this planet. So that'll be this will be a nice system to jump into eventually. But we can't do anything just yet, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go in here, we're going to tell our nest ship, you're going to go to Fatia and colonize that Terran. And we'll go to the scout and tell him, go explore. And we'll explore in this direction since the pirates are down there in that direction. So this tells you like a sort of like description of what it was that you got to. One technology randomly discovered. Very nice. What did I discover? I discovered isolation shields. Isolation shields is like basically it's your first technology type of improvements. That's not a bad thing to actually get, because it'll let me get more scientific improvements. I think though I want to get this right away, Arid. Arid Epidemics will let me colonize arid planets. That'd be like this planet right here. Or if you go to Fatia, right there. That's a desert planet, but you get the basic idea. You have to research certain technology to colonize certain planets, and then you can colonize them. So that's that. Titanium was identified in the galaxy. Much like in Civilization, I guess, 3 or 4 it was that it started. You can research certain technologies, like say ironworking would be in Civilization, how you discover iron. In this case, I used the technology to find out titanium, which is a strategic resource that lets me build stuff. In this case, it'll let me build certain ships. I can't worry about this yet. Alright, so onward. So Fatia is really good because it's got iron on it. and that'll be useful for when I want to start building stuff of a certain caliber. You didn't make it, that's a well, but who cares? Now, I guess I want to build... We'll get that just to get it out of the way. Getting more science isn't going to hurt me. It's actually going to benefit me a lot more in the long run. I'm still only getting 1 dust, so I do want to get a lot of population, but it won't kill me, I don't think, just yet to do that. And... Alright, we actually discovered another Hissho player. Interestingly enough. It's got a scout with a hero on it. You can put heroes on fleets, by the way, and there's an example of it. So you're not alone. There's a Hissho up there that I want to conquer very quickly before he tries to come after me, because I'll probably be his first target. You got a level. These heroes do get levels as you progress with them, kind of like in, say, Warcraft 3 or some of those other games. We'll get this guy to start going with labor, because labor, basically it corresponds to food and production. So there you go. That's what it corresponds to. And it'll help produce this guy into a bigger, better system. You made it here, and I'm going to have you colonize the Terran planet. So, haggard, unsure, but full of hope. The first colonist of faction has set foot on our planet. I now have titanium, so awesome. Awesome. In this case, I'm going to have this guy actually go with this, because I'm going to be colonizing this planet pretty quickly, and I want to possibly start building out colony ships from this place. I'll probably build a colony ship out here first, but, you know, I'll probably want to make this my primary colony ship place. Okay, so this guy's up here. We got a scout coming to him. I'm in this guy's territory, by the way, so how it works is you can visit people's territory for the first time, but you can't revisit their territory afterwards. So let's go up here, I guess. Hopefully this isn't going to be a dead end. And end around. And I researched arid epidemics, so I can go to this planet and that planet. They're now white if you look on this. That's how I know I can colonize them. Damn. Alright, so this is a dead-end planet right here. I can't explore anymore unless I declare war on this guy. That's not a bad idea, but I don't technically want to go to war with him that quick. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here. I'm actually going to take you off and put on a scout. Or maybe I should go with the warrior. Believe it or not, my scout costs more than my warrior. It's more or less that certain modules cost more, and scout modules cost a ton. That's why that is. I don't want to go for this sooner than later, but not just yet. I think next, actually, let's get this right now. And I will go with that next. Actually, 1 second. I got red sang here. That will give me production and dust once I start going there. I don't got anything here, so Jax, that's not what I need. It's not a bad thing going after this right away to get red sang, but since I'm going to make the other other planet or system a colonization type of system, we'll get this first, and then we'll get this. Go in that direction. Basically, I'll get that weapon technology to let me build bigger and better ships. That's the whole idea. Alright, you're gonna just wait there, I guess. I don't like the fact that I have to wait here, but I can't move him, and unless I declare war, and I'm not going to do that. He can prevent people from going to his teeny tundra, though. I'm sure this guy will want to colonize that. I actually want to colonize this planet real quick, too, before this guy gets to it, so there's that I have to consider. I don't have to worry about colonizing that planet. Don't care about this system, because there's only one planet, and it's a crappy one. Just in case, let's send you actually to guard this system. Now note that this guy's a little bit slower, at 5 movement speed. Depending on the type of monsters you have, your ships can go faster or slower. In this case, this guy will go a little bit slower because, you know, he's not made to go long distance. He's made to fight. Okay, end turn. So, I discovered a new technology. You are going to... Let's go with this first. That will give me more food, which is going to give me more civilization, which will be more pop, which is important. Let's go over Nest Ship after I get you. Actually, I kind of maybe wanted to get the other one, but whatever. It'll still be good. There's a Nest Ship. He'll start building that. Okay, I got this weapon. So we'll go in here. I'm going to go upgrade my Warrior 2 ship again. So the Warrior 3. He's going to lose... what? Let's take off a couple beam. A few beam. And then we'll jump 2 missiles on him. So he's got missiles, he's got beams, and he's got a bit of kinetics. Not a bad setup for a first ship. Eventually, I want to like expand out a little bit of shields and a little bit of flak for beam defense and missile defense, but until we get to that, not going to worry about it. So there's Warrior 3. Upgrade to Q. So that goes in here. This guy's now Warrior 3 being produced. One ship is an automatic upgrade to a construction queue. Using now the upgrade 3 design was Warrior. So there we go. He's now upgraded to be a more badass ship. And it's still just, you know, showing that doesn't tell me. And on we go. Okay, so I got that guy up there. This guy's here. Actually, I have you start guarding my home system. You can just guard and make sure no one goes there. What this does, by the way, it basically blocks people from blockading the plants. So no one can blockade this plant while this guy's intercepting things, and no one can colonize the plant, and no one can leave the sector. So anyone who arrives in this sector is going to be stuck until I either let them go, they attack me, or I attack them. And that's just basically how it'll work. That's sort of, you know, something I should save for your lecture type of videos I'll be doing after this, but whatever. I'm actually losing a bit of this now. Dust. More or less because now I have a fleet, and fleets cost money. These guys cost money. Which isn't a bad thing because I have someone to go after, but it still costs money for these guys. And turn. Alright, this is getting up there. Now, note that I'm researching, I was researching this, alien grafting. You don't really have to worry so much about upgrading these planetary exploitations. They're like something that you do with these plants. They automatically upgrade, so that's automatically done for me. We'll go with this afterwards. Alright, that's done. You're going after this. Perfect. And we'll go end the turn again. Because now I'm just basically waiting for the colony ship to be made. This is where, you know, we're sort of waiting for the other people to finish, and I'm skipping turns. Alright, Xenology's done. I've got myself a couple luxury resources available, and I've got Star Improvement lets me get dust. And we got this guy apparently up here to be destroyed. This isn't a bad thing, but what do I want first? So, by the way, each of these ships, they have different designs that let them do different things. The Hawk here, it basically has reduced fire tonnage on the ship, and if I want to, I can research down to this ship, which gives me bomber reduced tonnage. Neither of these are really important right now to me, but they might be in the near future. What I probably would want to be down here the Phoenix, because it has a support module repair, which is a really good module to have on ships. And this is really far away, but don't care about that one. And that's just another bomber fighter. Alright, so that's what these ships can do. There's some awesome stuff to go after. But let's go after core mining next. Get that out of the way. And I can go through all these. And this one will say red sand, port deposit on a planet. So if you go through those like things when you find them, you can like find out where they are, which is good. All right, and we'll just keep going. Oops, I should have attacked this guy. Though at the same time, if I don't attack him, he won't attack me, and that, you know, we'll just keep him there for a long periods of time, much like this guy's being kept there. You won't be able to explore, and that'll be the gist of it, basically. Alright, that's done. I'm tempted to actually build this, because that'll let me get a little bit more 8 dust, basically, from this planet. Not a bad thing to get. We'll create you though first. We're going to merge these fleets, and we'll send them up here. Now note that this guy is now traveling at 4 speeds, so this guy, normally they have 5. They're going at 4 because the slowest ship is in the fleet, and that slows down basically this guy to go the speed of this guy. If you look at speed, 4 PCs turn, 5 whatever PCs per turn, whatever that means. Okay, you got a level. I want you to do this again. That'll make it so Blizzard really starts to pop up real quick. And let's go with this, just to get that out of the way a little bit. I'm getting lots of dust again, so that's from the red sand, by the way. The dust going up like that. So we'll go up like this. And the thing about sliding this this tax rate bar back and forth, I get bonuses like to all these things, like science, industry, and food surplus. The more I go this way, higher these go. The more I go this way, the lower these go. Dust will go up and down depending on, of course, on which way I go. And that may be important, but right now, I just want to get as far over to this way as possible to get production and science output up, as well as food production too, to a lesser extent. Skip a couple turns. Almost there. Alright, one more turn. This guy will be a full population, which is very nice. I want to attempt to make another warrior. More or less, I'm more interested in trying to get rid of this pirate, so I explore down this direction. But also, I want to be able just to get rid of the pirates, because the pirates, they might hurt me if I don't get rid of them. So, there's that. And one more turn. Ooh, nice! I discovered a new strategic resource. Hyperion, I think it is. So, Hyperion. And it's discovered right there. I'm about to colonize right there. So I can't colonize a huge desert planet just yet, but this small area isn't a bad place to go. It's only got -5 approval, and it's got this Hyperion on it, really nice to have right away. And we'll just go up here, and I will go... Oh, okay, so yes, as I said before, this prevents this blockade type of thing, prevents me from basically... he's blockading the system, and basically I can't colonize it with my ship until I get rid of him. So we're going to do a ship battle. And apparently he's got a stupid hero in there for some reason. Whatever. Now, I'll note that even though I'm fighting this this other faction, this isn't declaring war on him. I can fight outside of his territory and it won't declare war unless he really wants it. So, I want to go with sabotage. I want to go... Let's go sabotage, sabotage. Why not? He's probably going to run away, so I'm actually not going to bother with this battle. Yeah, as you can see, he retreated. The enemy hero has been injured. Much like me, this guy's a Hissho, so if he retreats, his heroes will get automatically injured. So this guy has fled. Now, if I go this guy, I can colonize the plant. So there it is. Seemingly colonized. I think we'll go with production for this guy. And I will drop this next. Fatia, you're doing very nicely. Already have full population. Let's have you colonize this right away. So you can self-colonize plants from in the system by, you know, going to the plants and click on them and say, I want to colonize you. You don't have to build a ship, by the way, to do it, but you could do that too as well. You can go down here. I'm going to group up these warriors. Just build enough to, like, 4 ships would be enough to clobber this guy. Or 3 is probably enough, but 4 would be more than enough. I'm getting lots of money at this point. So, who was the other guy? It was you. I need 80 dust to basically get this guy too. Or go with you. Okay, you're, like, you know, high wit, which is cool. You're not as high wit, which is kind of sad. I actually wish this guy had more wit, because that would give me more production and star. It's not bad for me to go with him, you know, for what I'll probably do with him, but eh. You can go in here, by the way, and click and see what these all does. And no, it's not bad. A lot of the adventure stuff is like hybridish type of thing. You can have this guy work on a system or working on a fleet. I think, though, I do want this guy because propaganda is really good. Foresight wouldn't be too bad to have. Some of the other stuff isn't too bad if I go with like a more aggressive route of him. So he's like a really good secondary. I do want that guy. I'm not going to wait for a 6th turn to see who it pops up. I don't really care about the other one as much. Alright, I got this. So I now got basically more production on lava, plant, and tundra. Not bad. I actually want to get this going sooner than later, I think. Because I can colonize the desert plants. Okay, all done. Now I don't have to close every single one of those things. I just like to do it because there might be something I missed. That's something I sort of get myself into, make sure I don't miss anything. Okay, you go down this way. Hopefully you'll get there quickly enough. There's a desert here, so I definitely want to get the desert so I can start colonizing that. Let's have you... Oh! Remember that pirate I was talking about? Well, he's shown himself and he's sabotaged me. So I need titanium to make my warrior free ship. And sadly, because I do not have it, I can't. So, there's that happening. Let's get a couple scouts. I want these scouts running around at least. So this guy's blockading my system, and what this does is, besides making these guys really, really unhappy, it also blockades anything that's being traded or given to my other systems. So, big penalty for me if this is an important system, providing my empire with strategic resources like it is right now. So we'll have to have you wait. I want to merge the fleet. At least because I know he's up there, I know that he's not down here. So I can go in here now. I'm actually going to create a fleet view. And the scout fleet can go in this direction and start exploring for me that way. And you... I guess I'm waiting for this guy to merge with you. Okay, I want to actually see something. I suppose it wouldn't matter. I wouldn't be able to build that, I don't think. Sadly. Okay, one more turn, and these guys merge. Alright, we'll move these guys. And, ooh. Nice system. 6 planets. You want to be really, really peculiar to pick up these type of systems, regardless of how crappy the system, system planet might look. 6 planets are just awesome. Like, you got 6 type of planets you can go through for the late game, and that's when these planets will pay off. It's also got really good stuff on it too, so I want to colonize that right away. We'll go with a nest ship right away from you. And I want to merge these guys. And these guys are going to start traveling up to confront these pirates. Okay, Fatia, you managed to colonize this. Very good of you. You got alien grafting over here, so this will start colonizing up really nice and fast. I'm going to put on another one of these right away, I think. And we'll start doing that. I actually want to get this fairly quickly too, actually, so let's get that first. Get that order. And you're down here. Very nice. Let's get you going down this way. Now, another reason I want to pick up this planet, by the way, this is like a choke point in this like sort of galaxy. I'm not sure if there's like a planet down there where this goes to it, but this is a choke point that leads down to like the lower wing of this spiral. So I want to have it to prevent anyone from coming up this way. And for like my own defense. More or less. Alright, I'm up to the money I need to buy a hero. So let's actually go in here. I'm going to buy you. And I'm actually going to assign this guy to a fleet. We're going to send him with this fleet right here. Beta. And the reason I put him on the fleet is simply because he's going to gain experience fighting this pirate slump here. Get rid of them for me. And he'll get experience for it, and it's great. And then when I need to, I can move him to Fatia or Simi to start doing stuff with those plants. I want to probably move this maybe not yet. Yeah, we'll do that later. I'll keep getting dust, I guess. Okay, now my returns to 30. Oh, I colonized, or I can colonize that, so there's Simi's ability to colonize that Wonder Planet. I can go in here and colonize Gizzard too. But we're actually still making that, thing, so we'll do that first. Oh, look at that! I think the pirates obliterated that scout. Because, it just disappeared. This guy probably attacked them. That's what happened. Alright, so this is researched. Getting tundra plants would be a bad idea to have them. Tundra plants are gorgeous things to have in the long run. I think I want to pick up... Just look at this just in case. Okay, for now. And a scout has already been made, actually. So you know what? We're going to send you to go scouting. So you go this way. You can make them go multiple systems if you want. I was going to do it because I didn't know where the systems were. Much like a queue and, in Solution, you can make them go massive amounts of the map if you want them to. Oh, this guy hasn't arrived yet. Okay, that's why I didn't get attacked. These pirates usually attack you on sight, regardless of how strong or weak you are. Well, obviously they attack you if you're weak, but even if you're like really strong, they'll usually attack you, pirates, because they're pirates. All right, Tundra's been researched, so I can build on Tundra planets. I don't have any of those, but I suppose I could colonize that too. Okay. Oh, he's asking for it. He's blockading my system. So now he's blockading this, and I can't get the Hyperion out here. But whatever. Let's go in here. So you arrive, and this guy's attacking me. He's got missiles, he's got beams, and he's got connects. So this is actually going to hurt a little bit, but I should be able to take him. Because these guys are pretty laid out to kick ass. Now note that this guy's a warrior too, because he's like an older design. But these guys are warrior free, so they should be able to do quite a bit of damage to him. So, alright, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go with Sabotage. That'll reduce their accuracy. I want to go with Tactics next, I guess. And then if he somehow survived all that, Offense, I think. We're going to manually watch this battle. This is something you can do. So this is kind of like where this game sort of resembles Rome, Total War, or any of the Total War type of games. You can basically jump in and watch your fleets battle another fleet. It's not as complex though as Total War is though. It's very simple. It's just like, you know, one-on-one. Never like, you know, a couple factions on this part and a couple armies against them. Alright, here we go. So there's my guys firing at this guy down here. I did Sabotage, but he did nothing, so he's got reduced accuracy and that's about it at the moment. He's taking a little bit of damage, but he's ripping me out too, I think, a little bit. He's about to. Oh, it's gonna hurt. Oh, that one really hurt. Warrior Freeze out of the way. He killed it. Okay, he actually killed my tactics with his cards. This is something you can do, by the way. Different cards will beat out other cards. Oh, I killed him already. Alright, victory at Fatia. I lost Warrior Free, but I killed the pirate. There's the Elite Hunter out of the way. There's like a ship battle for you. Didn't expect to get one of those, but a pirate battle will usually guarantee one. So that's out of the way. Okay, so this guy's actually trying to invade my system. This is like a turn counter. It lets you know how many times it'll take before it starts to invade you. It takes a long time before you can invade a system, but as you can see, 999 probably represents that he won't be able to do it anytime soon. Actually, it means he'll never do it. That's what it means. Alright, so this guy got 2 ability points because he's in a war. Awesome. I am actually going to probably pick up Defender, I think, because it'll let me get Foresight. And that's really good for like system radar. I think that'll apply to my plant. Some of his other stuff in here. Other stuff in here is just like fleet stuff. It's cool, but not really what I care about. So yeah, we'll go Defender, Foresight. So there's a Foresight. Picking that up. You'll get a little bit of see what's going on. We're gonna go up here now, and I'm gonna deal this bastard. Blow up his scout. Uh-oh. 3 unknown fleets, and it looks like they're Hissho. That's most likely going to be a Hissho right there. And not only is it going to be Hissho, it's going to be a Hissho homeworld, I think. Because he's got like, you know, a lot... Well, actually... No, it wouldn't be. It is probably still a Hissho. So, that's probably Hissho down there. I'm probably about to lose a scout. Oh well. I'm not in a good place, actually, because if he's down there and this guy's up here, I'm sandwiched between 2 aggressive species who will want to kick my ass at a moment's notice. This may not be a very good game. But we'll keep playing. We'll see how long I make it. I might be able to surprise myself and win. Or do well. Now I'll note that I've been like this manually, or I'm actually making all these guys do execute all planned moves for your fleets. I could go to this guy and say, just get over here. He'll jump in there. Uh-oh. I thought it was only one guy, but it's actually a fleet of warriors. And they've all locked beams. They do have a little bit of shield resistance. I didn't realize that was, you know, they'd be like that. So this is actually going to hurt me more, and it's going to hurt them. This guy's going to get injured, sadly, so you're going to learn this the hard way. Automatically retreat. So I automatically injured my hero. So he's been injured. He gained 14 experience, I guess, from the battle, but this guy is also getting experience. My ship's got damaged. I wish I noticed I had four command capital in there. So I gotta build up a fleet to battle this guy. For instant recovery, every time these guys get injured, you have to like pay a fine to basically heal them up. we're not going to do that though for a bit. Okay, I found the sowers. Oh, good. Well, sort of good. These guys are still going to kick my ass, but it's just sowers. They're not hostile. Okay, he got out of there. And it looks like that, you know, this is like a cutoff point. That's his capital. That is his capital, by the way. But that's a cutoff point. If I go there, then these guys will not be able to go up here. And I do want to get this before they get there, so there's that. I really have to worry about the Regulus issues up here. I want to explore there, I think, next. The binary star. Now, luckily, he doesn't have any invasion fleets to go after me, but it's still bad days in my system like this. Okay, you're, getting this. Okay, now he's got five command points in there, so he's got 822 combat ability in there. But I know he's got lots of beam weapons and a bit of kinetic, right? So what I want to do is I want to just gear my guys to basically be anti his type of guys. So we'll go in here, I'll modify this guy once again. I'm going to knock down his beams a little bit more, and we're going to put missiles on this guy. Being Hissho, I'm very accurate, and missiles, even though they're kind of inaccurate, they'll be pretty accurate on Hissho, and I'll do quite a bit of damage with them. I want to get shield though as well. So we're actually, what we're going to do is we're going to just it's probably not worth it. Get that much. We'll get this much. Bit of shield, bit more deflect. Pretty awesome setup though. It'll do a job kicking these guys out, I think. These haven't explored down here, so I'm actually tempted to go after him in case there's scouts around. So let's go like this. Gonna create you. Send you down here. And I'm gonna start building out a bunch of warriors. I'm gonna be needing them. So these guys are on strike, by the way, because, you know, they're being blockaded. They don't like the planet they're on, and this everything is combined to make their life miserable. So system under siege, blockade system. That's 40 points gone right there. 5 from the planet, 7.5 from expansion disapproval. Much like civilization, if you expand too much, they start to hate it. They don't like you know, your empire expanding over and over like a huge Leviathan type of idea. I would colonize this right away, but it's fast. I need to build ships real quick. Nice, I got a little bit of dust from this research event over here. Uh-oh. So it does look like there is another way down here. And it's right here into here. Let's go actually here then first. And it looks like this sower is going there, so it's good to got one of them. I actually should have gone there first to get that one, but oh well. Now, I have to be really careful going close to this guy. The closer you go toward people, the more they hate you. They don't like it when you get closer and closer to them. Okay, you can go this way, I guess. But Tia managed to build a science thing. And I'm really tempted to go after sustainability right away. Just so I can like pump out, like, say, for here, and getting Zurich wouldn't be a bad... Ooh, it's a group plan to get. I want to get Zurich. But you know what? We're actually going to focus on more important things at this moment, and that's building a bunch of guys to invade. Now note that the production here is a little bit lower. That's because this planet's been turned into an alien grafting place for rapid population expansion. While down here in Geyser, this is like got the geo-industrial plant, and it's an industrial plant to begin with, jungle. Okay, this guy's here. He can colonize the teeny Arid. Interesting. So, where would it be? Oh, it probably is another CPU doing that. So one of the CPUs found a legendary planet. Nothing too important right now. Now I'm going for like this production type of thing because there's only 3 pops right here. I might want to research Arctic plants for, you know, this stuff over here, microfactories and microfactories. I really want to research Arctic plants, but anyhow, we'll go for this stuff because, you know, I'm going to want the production for this plant to begin with. He's not going to have much room to grow right away, basically. Alright, I desperately want to get up here real quick, real fast, so we're going to get this right away. And to start researching one of these advanced technologies for weapons. Because it's important to get those. If possible, I want to offer someone peace. And the person I want to offer peace to is you. So here's the sowers. This is the diplomacy screen. I'm going to offer this guy peace. And there's 2 benefits of offering this guy peace. One is the fact that we're at peace with each other. And we'll start trading with each other. The other benefit is he'll start to like me. You know, if there's another guy he'll invade, he may want to invade him first. So that's done. I'm not going to bother offering this guy peace. He'll probably betray me before I have a chance to really bother with it. Okay, both these guys are here. I'm interested in possibly repairing the warrior too. I can do that, but let's actually create a fleet. Merge these guys. My prerogative is to try and get this guy out of there as fast as possible. And I might be able to do it if I send enough ships at him all at once. We're going to have this guy defend at my home place for now. I'm nearing the turn 30 mark, which I said would be where I stop at this point. These turns will get slower and slower as the game progresses, by the way, but I figured 30 would be a good stopping point for the beginning of the game. Gizar and Fatia. So if we go here, I have to create a fleet first, I guess, and merge. So there's one fleet out the way. I'm going to build a few more ships from both these guys, Gizar and Fatia. Actually, you know what? We'll just go with 2 from each. And send, you know, basically everyone that's Simi, as the plan will be. Alright, here's the source coming up here. This guy's actually sending a colony ship to Sweden. If I want to, I could actually block him from taking this system by just, you know, blockading it or, you know, intercepting. But we're not going to bother with that. We're going to try and be peaceful with him for a moment. And we're going to go down this direction. So, this way first. And end turn. And we're going to go here, create. Uh-oh, he can actually invade me in 8 turns. So he actually built a siege ship to go after me. I've got to get rid of this fleet within 8 turns or Simi's captured by this Hissho player. And that's just a, you know, a sad little thing to note. These systems here are up for grabs until they become like, you know, home, well, not home system, but until they become colonies. These are just little outposts, and you have to wait a little grace period before they become part of your empire. So this guy, you're gonna go up here right away. And you know what? We're gonna send you up here too. There's a reason to my madness, by the way, but I'll explain it when I get to that. Let's go here. Alright, I got specialized isotopes. That's very nice. I require hexafermin for this, but I could get that right away. This just requires titanium, which I already have. This requires antimatter, which I don't. I think what we'll do is we'll go for this right away, and then maybe we'll get to that. Maybe, if it's needed. Dust Nebula, very nice. We've already done that. So you're here. We'll send you up here first. And there's another solar plant. Basically, this Kochab, this is much like, you know, these, like, they're like outposts. And there's another outpost. You can go in these places all you want outside of ceasefire, or you know, you can go to these places until they become colonies, like with a aura influence around them, like that. Alright, this guy is made all the way up here. Next turn, I'm just going to try and send him. It's already turn 30, but I guess at the start, the video will start fighting back the green Hishos, or teal Hishos, or whatever you want to call them. So let's end the turn for now. And I'll leave you at this point. We'll continue next time. Actually, we're going to continue in about 5 seconds, but for the magical of editing, this will be a separate video.